And in our top business story, Emirates Investment Bank has reported a 28% increase in net profit for the fiscal year ending December 2014 to reach 46.23 million dirhams. The bank reported a 78% increase in customer deposits to reach 2.99 billion dirhams, over 1.67 billion reported last year. Total assets under management grew 81% to 7.72 billion dirhams compared to 4.27 billion. Additionally, the bank's board of directors in their meeting had proposed a dividend at 7.692% of the paid-up capital, amounting to 5 million dirhams. And sticking to performance figures, Dubai-based courier Aramex has reported a 7% rise in fourth quarter net profit, as revenues from its domestic and international operations grew. Their 2014 net profit stood at 318.4 million dirhams, up 15% on its 2013 profit. According to a company statement, Aramex made a net profit of 89.4 million dirhams in the 3 months to December the 31st, up from 76.4 million dirhams in the prior year period. Fourth quarter revenue was 959 million dirhams, up 13% year on year. The chief executive of the company was quoted in a statement as saying that their performance was driven by solid revenue growth, primarily in international and domestic express, as well as the continued expansion of their e-commerce platform across key growth markets. Abu Dhabi is to get 44 new petrol stations by next year as a part of an investment of up to 3.75 billion dirhams. ADNOC Distribution plans to build 125 new petrol stations across Abu Dhabi and the Northern Emirates by the end of this year in order to address a 6% annual consumption increase, as announced by the firm's chief executive officer. Abdullah Salem Al-Daheri stated that we will add about 125 new stations, out of which 34 are under construction and 15 are in the tendering process, and that the cost is on average between 15 to 30 million dirhams per station. ADNOC Distribution currently has 222 petrol stations and has taken over 75 run by Emirat in Sharjah, Ras Al Khaimah, Ajman, Amal Quain and Fujairah, in accordance with an agreement signed with Emirat in September 2013. It was also reported that ADNOC Distribution plans to sign an agreement before the end of March in order to take over 59 petrol stations in Dubai as a part of the second phase of acquiring Emirat stations. Arab world exports to Brazil recorded a substantial increase to reach $11.427 billion in 2014. That's according to statistics released by the Arab Brazilian Chamber of Commerce. According to the figures released, Saudi Arabia was the leading exporter with $3,299.25 billion, an increase of 3% over the previous year. Brazilian imports from Kuwait increased 18% in 2014. To $1,205 billion. Imports from Oman grew by 275% from 2013, where UAE exports reached $500 million. The Arab Brazilian Chamber of Commerce further announced that the key products imported from the region to Brazil comprised of plastic, aluminium, organic chemicals, mineral fuel and oil, and fertilizers. Among the traded products, organic chemicals increased 266% from $11 million in 2013 to $40.09 million in 2014, followed by aluminium, which rose 129% to reach $49.64 million. On the other hand, the import of plastic surged by 57% to $282.66 million, and then fertilizers by 2.29% to $1,867.52 billion. As technology has fast become an integral part of our lives, it is also affecting the way we interact, especially in the work environment. Well, according to representatives from Teleperformance, technology such as a virtual contact center could soon replace the requirements of doing business trips. On the sidelines of the opening of their virtual contact center, Teleperformance, which specializes in outsourced customer experience management, said that such technology is useful in saving time and costs for companies to manage their operations abroad. Whilst demonstrating the technology, it was added that their clients based in Dubai could monitor operations at their established contact centre in Cairo and also listen to conversations between agents and the client's customers. Through the use of the technology, companies can also view the agent's computer screen and access their performance figures. Clients are also able to engage directly with staff in the contact centre, whilst also being able to view all workstations and performance on the floor, reducing the requirement of their direct presence. Commenting on the technology, the senior official from Teleperformance added that demand for such solutions is fast gathering pace in the MENA region, adding that it plays a useful role in unifying two different locations.
The technology is homegrown technology, it's Teleperformance homegrown technology. It was born out of our need to break distances and to reduce costs and be able to manage with proximity our contact center operation from various parts of the world. Outsourcing globally is roughly today is roughly 30%, is close to 30% of the total customer experience. So the rest of 70% is still in-house operations as opposed to outsourced operations. So the idea is to bring that percentage of 30%. We still have a lot of room to grow in outsourcing, and the Gulf is following that trend globally.